welcome to Ultimate Doom Builder. I'm going to try something, a bit of an experiment this time. I recently said that I would join the Themegawad project, organized by Officil here, and I'm going to see if I can basically stream my entire design process, start to finish, cutting the video together to remove the boring bits. We'll see what happens. I'm just reading the brief now, so it's meant to be played continuously, don't overdo ammo, make it playable for pistol start, no slaughter style gameplay, stick to more traditional Goom, whatever that is. Doom gameplay, that's good. Yes, do that. Try to be as creative as possible, okay. Do make your work good looking. Good. Have you seen the vid electrics behind the scenes with them pointing at the board saying good graphics? And do take the various difficulty modes into consideration. Okay. So I've signed up for Factory-1, avoid the use of lava. We've got Spectres, Caco's Knight, Super Shotgun Rocket Launcher, and the lower demons as well. So a medium kind of challenge. I'll see what I can do. So I've got an idea for one room. I don't know if it'll be the starting room yet, or what will eventually happen to it. But we're going to see if we can draw that out. Going to start nice and simple with a square. And you know what? I am going to go into the game immediately, and I'm going to just see if that has the size that I want. Yeah, that might even be a little big. Okay, so let's take that down by 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 150 on each side. Okay, and we want a walkway up here and around here. A couple of pillars. All right, and maybe let's put a little bit of corridor here. A little bit of corridor there to give us something to go into. All right. Let's think. Little bit of decoration I want to add in just now. So I'm thinking of a factory. I'm thinking crates scattered around the the game designer's bread and butter. Maybe there's a window up high as well with a beam over the roof. That'll do for now. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this down a bit. We'll have a step texture. I've forgotten all my controls. There we go. And we're going to select that, and we're going to make this maybe one of these, maybe a sort of dirty-ish floor. Around it, we're going to put one of my favorite floor textures. If I can find where it is. It's the one with the hexagons. I can never remember its name. There we go. And we're going to move this section, and for that matter, those. We're going to move all of this up. Maybe 128 units. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm going to put some bronze textures, maybe. Yeah, that looks okay. For these, I'd like. Now, can I do this? Yeah, metal maybe. I was thinking of the support texture, but it's got an awkward 24 unit wide kind of aesthetic to it. Oops. Let's go to our roof here, our little ceiling. Maybe some more bronze up there. Maybe I'll take this down a notch. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make this the F sky. And we're going to have another kind of metallic crossbar up here. Let's see what that can be. No one's really going to go up here to notice, so I'm just going to use something, yeah, something like that. I don't know. This is my backup ceiling. Nobody really looks at ceilings, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. Maybe. Let's make this a bit more interesting by extending those diagonals up to there. Okay then. Let's remove the reduce the light levels a bit. Let's put all those down to 128. I might want to increase those again. Actually, what we can do here, we can get some lighting in already. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, what are my light textures? Yeah, that'll do. Let's have some of those, please. No, it didn't take the. Oh, it did take the texture with it sometimes. You never can really tell. I'm going to make these. Actually, I'm going to make all of these a bit brighter, one notch brighter, and this one can flicker. All right. So what have I got in here? That's doing work. Oh, anything you like, really. I'll just call this map07.wad for now, because I'll think of a better name for it later. But factory themed is the idea. Let's actually. I don't really like using Startan if I can help it. So maybe one of these brick textures would be quite factory, but that looks quite good. We will see. Down here, let's make this line 24 long if I can, so I can get the support 3 texture. Control R to reset it. And then let's have another texture down here. Maybe the bricks texture, stone 2 or stone 3. Well, we'll decide as we go. All right, so that's a pretty decent looking room already, honestly. Let's take a look at what it looks like in GZ Doom. All right. So we're going to populate this. Something went ping. It was on Telegram. I'll get to you in a minute. All right. I wonder. Actually, I wonder if there should be a pillar in the center of here to give cover, maybe make some combat more interesting. Let's make this. Yeah, something like that. Not going to deal in perfect squares here. All right. Let's see if that could look interesting. And because I've got all these separate lines now, I might as well make use of them. Let's make you ceiling 5-1 as well. That looks pretty good. Oh, I like this as well. The cuts into it. Did that by accident, but I might keep that. I'll have to find a better texture that fits around here. Well, that's not bad. What am I going to do with this? Maybe a comp blue or something like that. Have I just deselected those? I don't know. All right. And something metallic that doesn't obviously need a tile around it. It could be just one of the plain metal textures. Something like that. We'll come back to it, we'll see. All right. So where's the player going to enter from? I've got to remember that I can't use my favorite 3D floors and ramps here. So we're going to have to see how that works out. Maybe this here is going to be a door into somewhere else. And this room, whatever this is going to be, is going to have a little lookout point over here. Absolutely making this up as I go. Let's make that 128 wide. Let's see. I can't really do a lookout point onto there because the floor is too high. Maybe we'll forget about that for now. Let's see. I'm thinking about how to enter this room, and the thing I don't want to do is put the entrance down here, because then that would make this even more symmetrical than it already is. So I'm going to make this our entry point. And maybe what happens later is we raise this bit of platform. I think you can just strafe run across there, so maybe make this a bit more ambitious. So yeah. There we go. And let's use support 3 maybe? Perhaps. Wondering whether I don't really like that. Let's use this floor up here for now. I'm just thinking about what I can do when this raises, because it's going to look a bit strange there. Maybe if I put border textures in here. I don't know if I don't know offhand if Doom 2 has very good border textures for flats, but let's see. Yeah, some of these could definitely work. Just which one to choose? No, I'm not quite aligned. Oh, well, hang on. Maybe I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Let's put the brightness up there as well. I think that looks pretty good. I haven't used those as border textures on the ground before, but I think that actually works pretty well. Okay, what do we do back here? We're going to have... Should we have a door that leads straight off it? Should we give ourselves a bit of a buffer? Let's see what this does. And then this can be our door. I don't want to run into my corners now. I always feel the need to check if this is this. There's no need for it to be symmetrical, and you know you try to avoid symmetry, but sometimes the human brain wants it. Okay, let's make you a door. There is, of course, a quick way to do this in Ultimate Doom Builder, in the dialogue which I wrote now that I remember it, and I never use it because I just prefer to do all the manual steps now. Let's have a big door. We like the big doors. So the idea is, let's make this an alcove now that I've got that. Maybe we can do something with that. And there's something I wanted to do here because I saw it in Alien Vendetta. Is maybe a crate here that looks too low to hide behind. Yeah, that's a bit too. It's a bit too small. Do we have a medium one? I don't think we do. No, okay. If we have a heap of crates there, but unbeknownst to the player, the floor goes down here. There's a little set of stairs behind here with a Hell Knight behind it. And that's the way to get into another area. All right. Because this happens in Alien Vendetta, in one of the big slaughter maps that I had to IDDQD my way past. It looks like there can't be something hiding there, and then suddenly, surprise. Let's give that just anything just now. I'll sort that out later once I've thought up something to put there. All right. I'm going to have to tag this eventually, so I'm going to do it just now. And let's make this corridor here. I'm thinking that this will be the entrance, the first entrance that a player takes into this room. I have a habit of using 45 degree and 90 degree angles, but as this is meant to be a classic Doom-style WOD, I'm going to see if I can avoid doing that and try to be a bit more creative as well. All right. That's a decent looking space, I think. Oh, I haven't made the door wide enough. That's a that's a very 1994 kind of mistake. All right, let's make this door. No, not you. We're going to flip you around. We're going to take both of you. We are going to do a door action. Repeated. Door open, wait, close, also monsters. Good. And we're going to make this about there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. As you can tell, my WOD making strategy is sort of scatterbrained, I think is the correct term to use. I just sort of zoom around, whatever takes my fancy. That's the thing. That's the next thing that gets done. Sometimes I do have plans, but not very often. Mostly, I just go where the WOD wants to go. All right. Let's just hide you. Okay. Not bad. I think I could do something better with these brown walls. Not really sure of what. Maybe some kind of other brick texture. Possibly the cement ones. I haven't used those an awful lot. Well, that could be good. Do I have? I've almost got room to make that stripe above the door. And I'm going to just use the doorstop textures here. That's mostly that's mostly so that I can protect the borders of the door from being messed with when I don't want them to. If I accidentally select things I don't want to. I like this. Not you. Oh, not you. There you go. All right. And I'm once again I'm confounded by Doom's flags here because you can upper unpegged means okay those still follow each other. Upper and lower unpegged means lower unpegged lower unpegged but not upper unpegged. Yeah, they're always in sync with each other. But you can mess with normal. Okay. And you can be upper unpegged as well, and that will line everything up. Okay. Good. Let's do some more arbitrary detailing around here. Gonna make this a bit of an alcove. Good hiding place for imps when the player's distracted by a nice door there. Let's... Oh, have I made this too narrow? Yeah. 24. I often forget which grid size I'm working with. So that's not very professional. Well, let's put a couple of, maybe a spectre and an imp or two in here. Well, yeah, that'll do. All of these I've done so far should be ambushers. Okay, for up here, the player's going to come in from this area. So, am I recording the mouse cursor? I don't even know. The player's going to come in from the area where I put the door. So, I'm going to put a couple of imps up here to snipe from afar, as well as a shotgunner, just to annoy the player. I always call them shotgunners. They're called sergeants. And a couple of lesser ones, which are called former humans and not zombie men. And we're going to scatter a couple of them down here, maybe put an imp in front of them. And then have a demon or two charging at them from this side. So let's continue up here. I'm going to make a little bit of an indent here so that we've got somewhere to put some stairs. And there is a curved stair tool, which is extremely useful. I'm not going to use it here because I do want to capture that sort of wonky stairs John Romero feel from the days where they didn't have these tools. Let's see, let's just leave that hanging out there. 136 is how long I should be aiming for. All right. I feel that might be a bit too wonky. We'll see. I can adjust a bit. That's not bad. Okay. This is more or less where the start of the level is going to be. I'm going to work out a bit more about exactly how that's going to look once I get there. And again, let's do some non-orthogonal walls to get this into the. You know what? Maybe I'll make this an entire corner here. All right. Okay. Stairs also give us a very good chance to change the floor texture. What to? Maybe this one. Let's see how it looks. Let's align these with Control-Shift-R. Step. These ones look pretty good there. All right. Let's also raise the ceiling of this. And put some stone up there, maybe. Yeah, that looks decent. Other things we can do, we can put a light somewhere in here. This might be good. Let's try this. It might be a little bit non-original Doom, but we'll see. Make that 17. Okay. So that's that might sorry, map making noises. And that didn't become sector, so we're going to use M to make a sector. We're going to put some light 5 in there. And on there. Looks okay. Bit of a neutral metallic border on it. And we're not going to have them floor to ceiling. We're going to take them down a bit to there, maybe. Upper unpegged, align. Oh, and while I'm on the subject, I forgot to change this texture that I said I was going to. Maybe this one. Yeah. Actually, let's make this a separate sector so we can change its ceiling height as well. I try to go for at least one change of ceiling height and one change of floor height in every room. So for here, maybe this alcove over here, if I extend it backwards a bit. Maybe that can be our change of floor height. And now now I'm imagining this being a secret somehow. Maybe this goes down, or maybe you find a way. Maybe you find a way around to the back of this one and open it up. But for now, let's just put a sergeant there, and he's not going to be an ambusher. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's finish off with these lights. You see what I mean? I'm completely scatterbrained. I just think of an idea and then it happens, and then I forget what I was doing. Let's have this. It might be over detailing it. We'll see though. So let's see this and this and this and this and that. Go 2 notches. This and this and this, and presumably that. This, go a further 2 notches. You know, that's not so bad. It's subtle. Let's maybe make these a further 2 notches up. Not bad. Okay. What does the start look like? Okay, I've thought for it a bit off camera, and I'm going to see if I can get the player into an octagonal room to start off with the idea that they have to open up the factory before they get into it. So let's copy and paste our door from before. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. Ah, I messed it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And maybe let's try using my least favorite texture, the big door 1. So I can never be sure where this is meant to end. Is it that? Is it this? Who knows? All right, how high is that? That is 96 high. That's okay. That's good. So let's have a think. What do we want this wall to be? Maybe this one can be. Maybe this one can be bricks as well. I don't use these brick textures a lot. They're very Doom 2-ish. Well, what am I saying? They're very Doom 2. They're in Doom 2. They're very city levels in Doom 2-ish, because I think they're only using the factory. But I suppose it is appropriate to use that in a level that's meant to be a factory. So we're gonna give them a try. All right. Let's have an octagonal room up here. Can you do that with the lips? 8 sides, no spikiness. No, I'd like it. Maybe I'll just do it myself. Do a square first. 528. Okay. And we're going to take off the sides. Corners, that's what you call them, geometrically. Now my idea is that the player is going to start in a chamber in the middle, and then they can open it up and then they fight their way round wherever. Something went wrong there, didn't it? Like a toddler's impression of a circle. That'll do, it doesn't have to be regular. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to have, where's my door? There. Alright, let's make this wall 1, 2, 3, no, not you. Make this wall 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units higher than there. And we're going to make this look like a courtyard of some kind. But to start with, I'm going to make this. Actually, you know what? Let's think about this. This is going to be a stony sort of thing. That's the technical term. We're going to make this F sky. We're going to put some cross beams and bars around it. Let me use my incredible circle drawing skills again. No, that's about right. I can easily just make the excuse that you're in Doom 2, you're not meant to draw things very regularly. Let's move you and you 1, 2 down and give you a beam for a ceiling. Alright, as for you, yeah, that's good. I'm trying to think of the best way to surprise the player a bit here. And I think it's going to be to put a switch in it that looks like it's going to open something other than what it actually opens. That's 16, that's 20, that's 24, okay. Not that one. Yeah, you. What that's going to do is it's going to switch once, floor, lower to lowest floor, yeah. So that's going to get rid of their cover entirely. What's happening here? Oh, of course, I've got to lower and upper unpeg these. Okay. Let's make one more. No, let's not. Sorry. I don't know. Let's go and see what I was thinking of doing, and we'll see if it looks okay or if it just looks rubbish. I'm just going to give one more layer around here. So that's indented very slightly. We do our steps again, just like we did in the factory. We give this the dirty floor. So what's that going to do? This is going to go to the lowest floor. Yeah, fair enough. We'll see. This one's... Oh, that one's lower on pegs. Oh, all kinds of chaos is going to happen here. That'll do. And what's the best surprise to get the player? Well, we've got a demon behind them. We will give them a shotgun, because you don't want to defeat a demon with a pistol. A couple of imps over here. Maybe like that. Some shells for them to fend them off. Okay, let's put the player where they're meant to start off. And I don't want these to be openable directly. I'd like the player to solve something before they can open this. So maybe I should do my old favourite and put Tech Brawn 1 on it to make it look like a sort of like a door that you can't open. This is a convention I made up entirely by myself. Nobody in the Doom community has settled on this at all, but this is what I tend to do. Do we want to use this? Do we want to use this texture? Is there a better one? I'm thinking of something grey, but I don't want to use the grey textures because they look very boring and defaulty. Startan 3? Maybe. Not sure. Okay, let's... Maybe I should make this and you, and you, oh, and you. 6, 8. Yeah, because I'm thinking of putting a window in here. And there'll be a switch in here that opens up that door. I think it might be time to use one of Ultimate Doom Builder's fantastic little additions. If I can in this. What is it? Mode, line depth, tools. Align grid to select the line depth. Suddenly, I can draw diagonally. Okay. And now you've got the exact dimensions that you need to draw rooms and have them agree with all the Doom textures. So let's go back to the stone idea here. We're going to have this switch. Let's make this go up a bit. Let's drop that down. Maybe we could put that up as well. Okay, so then upper, lower, align. Yep, and that means that basically from the switch you can see the door opening. All right. Let's make sure that that switch has a proper border to it. Thinking. I think this should be a stall in the room as well. And let's make this room a bit more interesting. Let's have a diagonal that's actually orthogonal from this point of view. And we're not going to have a corner there. We're going to make this when our corridor comes round. All right, let us go back to normal grid. Reset grid transform. We're going to have a window along here. Let's make it 192. Can we get away with that? We can. And we're going to put a mid texture down here. What's it called? BRN small? Yeah, one of those. BRN smalk. I'll remember to do it on both sides. We'll tidy that up in a bit. All right. Thinking. Oh, you don't want to do that. Sometimes, sometimes Ultimate Doom Builder does things that are a bit over-enthusiastic, and you need to watch that it's not destroying all your walls and helpfully creating sectors. Let's make this one like this. And we're going to use a metallic texture on this. And seal 5.2. Okay. Now I'm wondering, should I... maybe just some former humans. Former Huams. There we go. So they might see the player, they might not, I don't know. Let's make this a bit wider. And again, just some ideas that are coming to me as I go along. Do some more lights here. One of the things that really makes Doom maps interesting is when you have areas that you don't need to explore, and that can be both secret areas and just areas that are off to the side. There we go. Might want to make that a bit wider. We'll see. Okay. And again, one thing I really like doing, actually, let me realign this grid again. One of the things that I really like doing is having computers that bend outwards along walls. A bit like this. Okay. Oh, let's see. Comp star 2, maybe. Again, I'm basically just guessing at the width and then I adjust it. There you go. And there could be a couple of babbies hiding behind here. All right. Let's make this a stairway down the way. Actually, I want to go back to the normal grid first. One, two, three, four-ish. How long is my first stair? It's 109. Oops. I'm trying to do all this fancy measuring and everything by constructing the stairs this way, but I end up always adjusting them. Adjusting them anyway. Okay. And maybe there can be another window up here. Doesn't really do anything, but it just adds an optional area. It's not going to be quite that haphazard. I made a couple of mistakes when I was clicking. Something like that. That means we could also put a little window in here just to connect the areas together. Let's have a look. Upper, lower. That'll do. Oh, didn't mean to deselect everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, I forgot to build these stairs. That's not what you want your architect to say. Just after you've fallen through your floor. Okay, let's make this one a different floor color. Let's make this one that. And yeah, actually the same goes for you. Okay. I could even make these building stairs if I wanted to make things look a bit more interactive. I don't know. Stick that up there. Put in a couple more enemies. These ones will be ambushes. And so will this one, coming down to get you. Let's get the player over here first with some shotgun shells. And let's give them a little bit of a bonus if they go through this room. Let's put some ammunition here. A bit more ammunition here. Who else can we add? I'm wondering if is a Hell Knight appropriate here? Maybe, maybe not. You can always run away from him. Let me just check this again. So, medium chance Spectres, Kakos, Knights, Super Shotgun, Rocket Launcher. Okay. We're going to be okay. I'm imagining that the Super Shotgun's going to come somewhere around there. But we'll see. Let's put a couple of dead players in. Oh, dead loss. So I'm a bit skittish about putting any of those in the map because I don't know what that's going to do with the game. This might be a good place to put a lamp. Actually, you know what? That's a terrible place to put a lamp because it'll just it'll catch the player as they go around. So I'm going to put it there instead, and then I'm going to make a alcove to accommodate it. Something like that. And that's another good excuse for having some lighting. Usually I just rely on dynamic lights, so this is a bit different for me. And this can be a darker corner through here. That's not bad. All right, so this will door open once, stay, and I'll do it to the door to the factory. Was that 2? It wasn't. That's 3. Oh yeah, that would tag 2 was my starting bubble. Okay. Shall we see what that looks like? Shotgun, please. Oh, he saw me. Anyway, I need to make him either ambush or make his starting place a bit further back. Now, immediately what I can see from here is that I forgot to put struts on there, so this looks like it's floating. And this ceiling should be down lower, so that it looks like I'm going into somewhere and not just it doesn't look like a place that I've just stuck on. Not bad. And I forgot to say that players can use this switch. All right. A couple of growing pains there. What does this do? D1, door open, stay, tag to 3, impassable. What's wrong with that? Well, we'll think about that later. Let's do what I meant to do here. Let's make this quite low, actually. 64? Yeah, that'll do. And we're going to put a bit of lighting here as well. Thinking about where are those blue lights? Like blah one. Actually, I think light 5 will work a lot better there. There we go. Which means we can make that a sector, which means we can make that right up a bit. Okay. And let's make this not too extreme compared to that. Yeah, I'm going to change these walls. Yeah, I think that looks better. Control A sorts everything out. Let's put a computer on this wall. One of the other things that I meant to add to Ultimate Doom Builder someday was just a give me an alcove button. You can do that with the Stair builder, I think. It's not entirely obvious how to do it at first, but it is a very useful shortcut. But yeah, a shortcut for slap a computer on this wall would be very nice. Just indent it 16 pixels, copy the texture from the existing wall, and then set the floor and ceiling heights all in one go. Yeah, I mean, there's so much you can do with Doom. There's every sector you just put a slightly different height. It all works great. Okay, and we're going to do something similar here, actually. This is maybe quite a good example of how carried away I get sometimes. That in my quest to make a small starting area, I think I've now given it more attention than the rest of the map. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, as for you, you should be an ambush. And so should you, so that you come in. And actually, let's have another demon coming down the stairs at you when you reach here. How am I doing? The guideline was to have maps that are about 3,000 pixels across. So I think I'm doing pretty well with the expected size here. Let's have a look. Here, yeah. This could be this was one of Romero's classic tricks as well, that he liked little areas in each map that poked through into different areas. So you have the little windows. How big's that? That is 56. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see if I can get away with making this. Yeah, I can. 64. So we can put a nice BRN small 1. It should really be BRN small 2 on the other side. Yeah, that makes sense, I think. Anyway, precisely 0 people are going to notice, so it's often not really worth worrying about. All right, and let's make that one impassable, and let's make that one impassable because I forgot to do it last time. All right, what was wrong with this? That's T3. That's D1 door open stay. Do D1s also? Sorry, do D1 actions always act on the door opposite them? Can they not be redirected? I can't remember how this works in Classic Doom. Okay, so instead we're going to S1 ceiling. Oh, you can S1 ceiling lower to floor. They didn't think about S1 ceiling raised to nearest ceiling. SR ceiling lower to floor. Yeah, S1 door open stay. Okay. And let's have... no, I don't want to put a chain gunner too close to the start of the level. So we're going to use a sergeant again. And he should ambush, yeah. He's probably going to be too close to the window. Yeah, he's going to see the player through them. We'll see what happens anyway. Another couple of imps. And what do you think? Another box of shells here? And then we'll give the player their first medikit for getting into the factory. And give another box of ammo and maybe a few more shells as they come down the stairs. What I'm trying to avoid on this map is using my usual... I seem to have a reputation for this, having far too much health and far too much ammunition in my maps. I might have done that already, but we will see. Alright, one more. Okay then. Let's see how this works. I'm thinking just now that maybe I should put a shotgunner a bit on the lower level as well, so in case the player doesn't go for that shotgun immediately, they've always got a place that they could get one. Can the demons not go downstairs? Oh. Okay, well that ruins the plan somewhat. And that's the Hell Knight that might get you when you try to get into the factory. Here we go. I might make a door open up to reveal some demons when you open that door. And make it push you into the room. And there's another ambush. Can you get up those stairs? Come on! Oh well. The invasion of Earth it'll be like the Daleks' invasion of Earth. Nobody can climb stairs, so it won't last very long. Alright. Let's give them a reward for getting rid of the Hell Knight, at least. Maybe they can pick up chain gun early? I don't know. Let's give them a chain gun here. Is there any part of comp tall? There isn't really. Alright, let's use comp word. Does he need a bit more room to ascend stairs? Don't know if there's a rule about that. No idea. Okay. Let's make this a bit lighter down here. That's too bright. That's too bright. Need to be careful here now that I've got these two routes coming off because they're going to clash with each other. Maybe this is the way to the exit. So we'll think about that. We might put the exit about here so that this can be the final door. Actually, let me make this an actual door before I do that. What's it called? Door stop. I've forgotten all the texture names. This is terrible. All right. We're going to use big door 4 for these. Actually, we're not going to do that because that makes it just blend in with the wall. I want the player to be able to see it. There we go. You are a D1. Door open stay? No, you're a door repeat. So in here I'm constructing a symmetrical room, but I'm not using it in a symmetrical way, if that makes any sense. The player doesn't come in and see it symmetrical. They have to go off to the side here where it's not symmetrical. And then I'm going to do something eventually, once I think of it. I'm going to do something up here that means that they don't just have a straight shot round here. Well, I remember though, I am going to need to put some support textures there and there. And make these, if they're raised, these are going to be switch repeated. Floor. What's it called? Oh, as a lift. They're called lifts. Lift, lower weight, raise. Oh, why did they call them lifts? I'm so used to Americans calling them elevators, or mostly in GZ Doom they're called platforms. Alright. So let's say once the player crosses here, we're going to tag form. We're going to make this walk once, and then we're going to see what we can do. Ceiling, raised highest ceiling. Yeah, let's do that. On tag 4. And tag 4 is going to be here. We're going to release some demons. Wow, you're quite big, aren't you? That'll do for now. We can neaten things up a bit later on. Just before. Can't remember whether it matters whether the front of the line def is on this side. I honestly can't remember. All right. Let's do a light here, just while I remember. Well, maybe. Perhaps going up these stairs opens up a door here. I'm going to use my door construction here. And we're going to make this 96 high so it can be with that UAC door. And let's pack another couple of monsters into here. Yeah, that'll do. My problem is that as soon as I put in an encounter, I put a medikit in to apologise for it. Maybe just a stim pack. Trying to think about how this all interacts with each other. Something, I don't know. I'm wondering if, yeah, there could be a door to much later in the level. Just a little BRN window, you know. Like I did for here. Where have you gone? There. That's pretty good. I'm wondering if I can make the exit visible from that window as well. The exit 64 wide? I think it is. Just squeezing every inch of space out of here. I kind of put myself into a corner. But we can get out of it. I think the exit is 64 by 72, but I'm not really sure. Door track. Lower. Door stop. Done. Oh, sorry. Exit please. Okay. Exit door. Perfect. $16.64. That one. Maybe. It's not all that attractive. We'll see. Not bad. Let's see how it plays. Oh, I've forgotten something. I forgot that I was going to put a shotgunner right there. Let's maybe give the player a little bit of a break here and put some cover from him. Is that going to look stupid? Maybe, maybe not. That could be good. And just while I'm here, bit of light. Actually, I wonder if... Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's add a bit more detail to here. Sorry, I was going to kind of end this session here, but I got distracted. Floor lamp. Good. And I wanted to do something over here as well. I wanted to put some pipes around the ceiling. Maybe I'll save that for another time. All right, so this door, yeah, you can open it, monsters, if you can open it normally if you like, but the primary way of opening it will be tag 5. When the player hits here, walk once, door, open, stay, tag 5. Good. All right, so that was the lowest star. The other thing that occurred to me while I was editing this is that map 07 is the one with the special Mancubi and Arachnotron, but we're saying that we're not going to add those until chapter 3, so I don't think there's the expectation to use them. Maybe I can put an Arachnotron at the end and do something special with it there. Don't know. Let's run this and see what happens. Well, my maneuvering is not the best. Oh, and I needed to move that shotgunner as well. So I've created a space where you're not very safe anywhere. I hadn't been thinking of that when I made it, but it works well enough. Yeah, there's the exit. Going to spend a while getting round to there because somebody's built a blockade on the window. Whoop, I just remembered about my own trap there. Alright, so that is now 34 out of 35 monsters. I left my Hell Knight behind up here. Going to need to provide a way to get that shotgun. But I think I've got a fairly decent first stage for a level now. I spent more on the beginning than I'd anticipated. That's actually much more fully fleshed out than I thought. And now I've got to do something with this area, but I think this is going to be the end of the first day, and we'll see where this goes tomorrow.